Right, that's basically all the machining done on it now with 3 accurately drilled holes. I've deburred the holes. What you often find is when you make a tool with square edges, if it gets dropped, the edges get dinged on them. So what you can do, you can put a chamfer on the edges. You don't need to do it, but it's something I want to do. It looks good, it finishes the tool off. It's not like I'm in a rush to do it, so I might as well chamfer them. I've got a carbide tool in here, and I used to put a chamfer on. Doesn't take long because once the tool's set, you can cut all 4 sides on one setting. Right, cut it going that way. You're feeding into it that way. That's conventional milk. Put it run nice and slow. I'm going to try and do this in one cut. Lock it off that. A little bit of oil, nice and slow, really slow, not in a hurry at all. So do all four corners in one setting. One corner done. Always start to cut off by hand just in case something's moved. Very slow, steady feed. You can run it faster, feed it faster, but you'd have to start putting water on. I was doing a lot of them or a long one, I would put water on, but for a small one-off job like this, you need to. That's a carbide cutter as well. So I managed to machine all 4 corners in one setting. To do the 2 ends, I'm going to put a stop on my vise, do a made stop, which means I can accurately locate the bar for every cut. Simply screws into there. This has got the corners done as well, the corners radius. And we've got this locked off, so it means that once we've got the job set up to machine the end, we'll put it against there, lock it off from our vise, and turn it round, lock it off again, and every time it's going to be indexed in the same place. So we've only got to set the tool up once, which we'll do now. Right, it's just a case of setting up the depth of cut now. We'll be cutting, coming towards you, cutting that way, just a case of eyeballing it and getting the same. Slightly more, that looks pretty good actually. looks excellent. So up against the stop there, it's got to be in the same place. That's one end done. Just use a little fine file, just knock the corners off. That's all we do now, just turn the whole affair around and do the four corners on this end. So all that machining is done with just one setup. Right, we've got all the corners next to your bird washed out with a little bit of brake cleaner. 2 dowel pins for the ends. They're being hooled so there'll be a nice fit in there. A little drop of Loctite on them. Tap them in. Once the Loctite goes hard, that'll be it. Wipe the excess off. Right. I've got a lot of these hardened dowel pins, 8mm dowel pins, they're about 3 inches long. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put them into my fire. I've got a wood burning fire in the house. They're going to get warm in there. I'll put them in there, they'll obviously get up to red heat and they'll be in there overnight, all a good 12 hours soak at that temperature. Hopefully that'll take the temper out of them, soften them, so I can machine them, and then hopefully I'll be able to reharden them, and they'll do for them. I'm going to set the compound straight angle to 30 degrees so I can cut me 60-degree taper. There's no graduations on this compound slides, so all I do, I just use a protractor on the back of it. It's locked up with a couple of Allen bolts. Set it up like that. And you lock it up. And put my roll pin in. There's a right hand knife tool to create a point. Make sure I have plenty of travel on my compound slide. Lock the lid carriage off. Start it up. It's actually machining quite easily. Before I softened these, there was no way you could machine them. You could grind them, that was it. Very important when you're turning tapers that the tool's dead on centre height. It's very important. In all turn operations that the tool's dead on centre height. It's actually ground finish on these pins, really good quality steel. So if I can soften them and retemper them, I've got a lot of them, I'll be able to use them for various bits and pieces. I'll do a few of them, we'll try using it as a centre punch without hardening it, and then we'll harden the one and see what difference it makes. Right, this is the pin that's now been hardened. See the difference? It doesn't want to know it's just pushing it out the road. So they're certainly softer than they were. If I was to grind a point in here, you'd use that as a punch, it would shatter when I hit it with a hammer. In the good old days, they only used oil from a sperm wheel for tempering. Like I just set to a 530 synthetic engine oil. So the idea is you heat the pin up until it goes red hot. When it becomes the right temperature, called a transition period, it stops becoming magnetic magically. That's the time you quench it in the oil. That'll take it back to its state of full hard. And we'll polish it again and then we'll temper it. Right, so we'll light the torch up, get it warm and make some smoke. You've got to oxyacetylene flame, but use what you've got. It's going red there now. Going red. Still magnetic, so it's going to be hotter yet. Lost its magnetic attraction. It's at the right temperature, what we call a transition period. Let it soak a little bit. Not sticking anymore. Straight into the oil. Got them vapors on flammable. Obviously they're not. So that now should be fully hard. Try your file. File just slightly over it. I can file that in, put that in, it's hard. All I'll do, I'll just polish them up with the lathe. Take the colour off where they've been quenched in the oil. A little bit of emery tape. See that ground pins so they clean up very nice. Right, so we've got that pin now which is fully hard. We want to temper it, that is to soften it. Now the end, the business part, which is this part here, I want that to be like a brown colour, between blue and brown, which is 500 degrees. That's the right hardness for a punch. So we'll light our torch and I'm going to heat it up down here and you'll watch the colour slowly move up. Starting to change colour there. Blue colour. You can see the brown colour just in front of it. That brown colour there, that's the colour I want the tip. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to keep warming it up there and gradually, the heat will gradually come up and I get that brown colour on the tip. So the colour's moving up, distinctive blue colour there and the brown colour. Just about there. Let the heat travel up itself. We've got the brown colour right on the tip into the oil. See there how we've stopped it with a brown on the end. Right, I'll do another one. Closer shot this time. See, it's the end we want tempering, but we'll start off heating further down and we'll slowly watch the colours move up it. There's some colour there, you can see a brown colour, the blue, that's the colour I want on the tip, that brown colour there. It's slowly moving up. Take a straw colour now, we're getting a browny purple, that's the colour there. Into the oil. You can see them. The one on the right's the brown colour, and the one on the left's slightly more of a purple colour. So the brown one should be slightly harder than the blue one. Right, I've got 3 punches. I've got a one there, softened state. It hasn't been hardened at all. We'll try that, see what happens with that one. Just a bit of mild steel. That's put a mark on it, but it has blunted the punch. We'll try the brown one. That hasn't marked it. We'll try the blue one. Right, the one in the centre, this one, was the one that was left fully soft. You can see it's damaged the end of it. That two are unmarked. They've put good pop marks in there. So our little experiment with oil hardening has worked nicely. And you can see the colours are there quite nicely. The brown on the end, which is what I wanted. That one's gone a little bit too far, that's blue, a little bit softer. But all in all, it's very successful. So it's taking the point off the soft one, and the two that have been tempered, hardened and tempered, are unmarked, and it's putting good pop marks in. If you just ground a point on one of the hardened pins and try to do that, when you hit it with a hammer it would shatter. This is one of the pins in a fully hardened state. That's shattered clean off. That is absolutely that's what they call glass hard. I'll get a close up to the end of that. You see how it's shattered. What I'll do, I'll sacrifice one of there's the one here that's been in the fire all night. That should be considerably softer. I think that's what they call a clear cut case. That's as hard as the hobs of hell, and that's soft, but I can make it hard again. I can make it hard again, really. Right, so we've gone from glass hard to soft-ish. Like I say, you've seen us machine them, you can file them. Then we've hardened them up, tempered them. Very happy. I'd just like to say thanks very much for watching, and thanks for supporting us over the last 12 months. Hopefully we'll have some more videos in the coming 12 months, so you can get a bit of a laugh again, because you've got to have a laugh. I hope you all have a good and prosperous new year. Anyway, thanks for watching. Well, that's got us up for Christmas, John the Twastad. And the double boost bit.